Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Andrea Giraldo. Welcome to Meetings of the Minds, brought to you by the New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in partnership with BronxNet. This show was created in direct response to the COVID-19 pandemic as a way to highlight the work of our members and partners, as well as to understand the resources they have to help our community in those difficult times. Our first guest today is developer and the director and CEO of the Diaz Agency Corp. She joins us to speak about the services her organization is offering its clients and to highlight how she is empowering women entrepreneurs. So please welcome to the show, Sojey Fernandez. Hello, my dear. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you for having me.
Of course, always a pleasure. So let's start, if you can share a little bit with our audience about your professional background and how you decided to get yourself into this career.
Well, to get started, I have many backgrounds. Why? Because I've been selling since I was 13 years old in one of my uncle's stores. So since I was really young, my background has always been sales and marketing because I usually help with the marketing of the store. But then when I went to school, I started with industrial psychology because I wanted to understand the consumer behavior and also to create and develop structures that are human-centric. And then after that, I came to the United States when I was like 20 years old. And then I kept my career in marketing management. And I ended with my agency because I did many years in the industrial organizations. And then I said one day, I feel that I'm made for something else. I feel that I'm made to have my own business. I have a big purpose and how I'm going to be able to fulfill that purpose. And then I launched my agency 10 years ago.
Wow. So fast forward today, what kind of services do you offer to entrepreneurs? If you can elaborate a little bit on what the business is about.
Yes, absolutely. I own a marketing and digital advertising agency, and we encompass to many services. We do marketing consulting services. We also do strategies, everything that has to do with content creation for social media, branding, rebranding, website, front end and back end. And also we do media buying, everything that has to do with the technology and the marketing behind the small businesses and also to the big corporations, we do it.
But focused from digital?
Yes, for the digital marketing,
Exclusively?
Yes.
Excellent. And can you share a little bit on your role and what is your everyday activities like? What exactly do you do, and you have other people around you?
Yes, we have a team from graphic designer to website developer and a strategic marketing strategist. However, my role in the agency as a small business owner, we tend to do a lot of different areas, but my focus the most is in the strategic side. I develop how we're gonna go from point A to point Z. I do a lot of the networking, the business acquisition, and I also oversee the projects, and I help my team to execute the projects to help our clients to go to what we offer and what we said to the client that we would do. So I basically oversee all the projects on a daily basis.
You sound like a very busy woman.
Really busy.
Really busy, really busy. So I know for confidentiality purposes, you may not be able to share who's your client.
Yes.
But what sort of businesses are your clients?
Yes, we serve from a small business to enterprise and also to government entities. Has NWBE certified. We are certified.
Excellent.
Yes, so we are certified for New York City and New York State, and also for the Port Authority. And I can share one of the two major accounts just because they're public and it's fine. So we work with the New York City Transportation, and recently we started...
MTA?
No, the New York City Transportation,
Okay.
DOT.
DOT.
DOT, and we also started working with Dasney.
And so that's as far as your government clients, but understanding that you also are involved with small businesses. What type of businesses do you see calling you that are wanting and eager to get involved in digital marketing and start implementing new and exciting things?
Yes, we work a lot with women entrepreneurs. When the pandemic hit, I remember that we digitalized 100 of brands. We help a lot of the small business communities. So in the verticals that we help, it was home care agencies, beauty, wellness, beauty spa. We also help a lot of nonprofit organizations, like little small nonprofit that was getting started. So that's basic what are the verticals that we help in the small communities. So has to be with small contractors also, GCs, so many different business verticals we have helped.
So your capability basically can cover all.
I would not say it all,
Okay.
but the majority
A restaurant, a bakery, a
Yes,
cafe.
absolutely, yes.
Excellent,
yes.
excellent. So I always like to ask this question, and thinking of those that are coming up, right? The youth, which is so important and needs so much mentorship and guidance. What recommendation would you give a young lady, a young man who wants to pursue a career such as yours in the digital world?
The first thing that I will say, it is to invest in themselves. And that's what has helped me a lot. Nothing comes just by wanting it or by not having the knowledge. When the opportunity presents, you must be ready to take on. So the first is to get education and invest in yourself, and also to understand the market. It is really important. Sometimes we wanted a career and we don't know where to start. But if we go and do an internship and the career that we want, then we can understand how many areas or where is our passion, where are our fortes. Because sometimes we think that we want something. When we get in, we say, you know what, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I'm good for. So if you do a scholarship or the internship, you tap into the field and then you understand. You keep growing and investing on your education, and also to having a strategy. And I say this to my clients, and this is for everything, Andrea, and you know it because you're also a mentee for businesses like mine. But in reality, if you don't know where you're going, you can really get lost in the process. So have an idea, where do you want to go, and how many years you would like to accomplish that. And then make a map and say, okay, this is my first step. Don't try to run before you walk, and kind of like have fun with the process and get to understand what do you really want and how to accomplish it.
And you mentioned twice education.
Yes, that's huge.
But we didn't hear any recommendation. Are there courses out there? Are there any particular tools that people should be learning to implement digital marketing in their businesses?
Yes, it is many tools and many certifications. For example, if you already went to college and you got your BE or your MB or your master's in any marketing, right? And you want to specialize in digital marketing, you can take courses in Google. They have great resources. You can also, in HotSpot have great certification as well. MIT for the artificial intelligence. Because now...
I was actually going to ask you about that, because I see a lot of people talking about getting, knowing how to use the artificial intelligence tools.
Yes.
Has that helped, or is that something that is being used currently with your agency?
Absolutely. We actually, at first we were really scared and skeptical, and I think all the industries have feel the same way. All the artificial intelligence came to replace jobs. But in reality, if we learn how to use it, we can actually do more with less time and take advantage of how the technology is advancing. We use it in the agency, and we have seen better results using what we know from our background and expertise combine it to the AI and humanize the AI and the message. And I think that's crucial. So for any a small business that is growing, or any young generation that is trying to position in the market, it is to tap into what's in the industry. And right now, definitely the AI is one of them.
Amazing. And you just mentioned also mentorship.
Yes.
So how important is mentorship between women, or are you involved in anything right now where you perhaps are a mentor to others?
Yes, I'm a mentor to others, and I'm also a mentee, which is Andrea. You have doing an excellent job with me, and in the past year, Andrea has helped me so much with how you manage your mentee mentoringship. But right now, I have two different organizations that I involve. I'm part of the board of director on a small of a non-for-profit that helps small businesses to have those interaction with key persons that make the decisions in businesses, right? And I'm also have a program with my agency that calls The Power of Your Brand. And what I do in The Power of Your Brand is help, in a year, I help two women to understand how they can actually implement their business strategy, how they can actually tap into the technology, how they can grow their business, and also how they can have an online presence that is sustainable and that they can actually grow their business. So right now I am doing two.
Excellent.
And every year
Very
I do
busy.
two.
Yeah.
And I do it as a give back to the community, and I do it with a lot of
I
passion.
love it. Thank you so much. So hey, before we go, can you share where people can find you?
Yes, absolutely. You can look us up in our website at dnsagencyny.com. Also, in our social media, we are in Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And you can also use the same handle, DNS Agency NYC. And also, you can search for myself as a Sojey Fernandez. You're not going to get lost, because as you type my name, I think I'm one of the first one that appears. So you can definitely reach us there.
Yeah. And would you like to provide an email right now?
Yes, absolutely. You can send an email to info@dnsagencyny.com.
Excellent. So you can reach Sojey at her email, at her social, at all the ones she just gave, info@dsagency.com. I repeat, info@dsagency.com, and you can inquire more about her mentorship, her involvement with nonprofits, her expertise with small businesses and helping you grow and helping you reach your goals. I think that is all the time we have for today. I thank you so much, Sojey, for joining us. It's been a tremendous pleasure in having you. Thank you. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Meetings of the Minds on BronxNet.